Got your job. That's well and good, right? Congratulations. Now, what will you do after that? You signed the contract, you negotiated the salary offer, job offer, everything. Now, what will you do after you accepted offer? And that is actually the beginning of a new relationship, okay? And that is where you have to think in terms of what are the requirements in the corporate world. So some of the things that you can do as part of doing a follow-up for, selling yourself in an interview is you have to say thank you. Thanks for, giving me the opportunity to go and explain your interactions or your expertise or your interest with the company, and you want to work with them more. Continue to do more research on the company so that, when you go there and start day one, you know a little more than what you knew at the time of, say, interview. Dress for success. If there is a dress code, you'd better follow that. Plan your route and walk in with a smile. You don't want to be, oh my God, why did I even get this job? Why did I join the job? You don't want to be that. You want to be that enthusiastic, optimistic person. After you start, okay, some of the things, listen, observe, and ask questions. Asking questions was there at the time of, say, approach and presentation and handling objections. And even during the time of follow-up, after getting the job, you still have to ask questions, because asking questions will get you to newer places. People will be thinking, oh, this person is thinking, they have a growth mindset, they want to know more answers. So they will pay attention to it. Avoid office gossip. You don't want to be part of one particular group that kind of, say, plots against another group. You don't want that. And if you are a new person within the company or industry, then you need to find a mentor. They could be in your section, they could be within your company or outside the company, wherever it is. And stand out. Do something, okay? Do something that's so unique to you that nobody has done. Fine tune your writing and speaking skills, which is what we call the communication skills. That is very, very important that you learn to write and speak properly, because they are the ways how you can make a positive difference. And I encourage you to go ahead and read this particular paragraph. It's in the book, which I like very much. It says how the classroom challenges that you are facing while taking a class can be very different from the corporate challenges. So you have to keep up with it, and you have to develop a lot of skill set, and also you need to develop a little hardy mind, because not every sale is going to go your way, and your manager may not be happy with you. So you have to ask yourself, what are you going to do about that? And that is where, there are lots of self-help books that are available for you. One of my favorite things is How to Win Friends and Influence People. I encourage everybody to go ahead and read this particular book, okay? And 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. That is also another book that you may be interested in. And there are quick video summaries that we may watch in the classroom, or you can click on these links and try to watch them as well. And there are some other things that you can do so that you can start developing your philosophy, your personality. And remember, personal selling incorporates a lot of your interior qualities, your inner qualities. That's what I mean by that. So you have to think about all these things and ask yourself, where are you, and how you can improve yourself, and how you can contribute to your company as well as to the customer's expectations. If you are thinking along those lines, then you are on the right track. And this is one of the beginner courses that we have here in ATI, and you will accomplish many other things if you have the right mindset, which is what I want you to have by doing certain things, such as you have to listen, ask questions, find a mentor, and stand out. So these are all the 9 important things that you have to think about. And also there is a net promoter score. You can even think of your own net promoter score. How many people are saying good things about you and how many people are not saying good things about you? That is again a net promoter score for your own self. And what type of feedback are you getting? How do you demonstrate your value, and how do you deliver on the value that you promised? All of these things are important when it comes to the follow-up. Okay, so with that, we are done with this chapter and pretty much this course. So I will see you in some other video clip, some other additional information that will help you to become a better salesperson. See you. Bye.